hits this wall over here, typically there's a bunch of them that hang on that wall. Hopefully they'll be over there. Let's try to shoot a few. Ooh, 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 we got fish in here. These gar are stacked up, and you talk about good practice for bow hunting. A lot of fun. Fall's coming up. Deer season's right around the corner. Get all those muscles in shape. Now these aren't great big fish I'm shooting at, but it's more of a challenge. Could keep us busy all day. We're gonna go practice some more. Now we're here to bowfish, obviously. Why? Because it's almost bow season. It's time to get those muscles in shape. I've been practicing in my backyard shooting 3D targets. I'm telling you what, this is the best practice you can get. Targets, different areas, different yardages. It really gets you ready for bow season. Wow, that arrow went through him. All right, and these are invasive species, Asian carp. Well, you're about to see some up close and personal. We're gonna get right amongst them. They're jumping out of the water here. Does anybody know why they do this?
I don't know that anybody really knows why. All we do know is that for some reason, typically with boats, motors, recreational watercraft, stuff like that, for some reason, the presence of that boat there, the electrical stimulus in the motor just creates a reaction in these fish to jump out of the water. Could be something having to do with the flow through the dam, could be just encouraging those fish to just jump, but that is a reaction that they do, and I don't know that we know why they jump just yet.
You see an archer on the bank, he's at these silver carp, when they're jumping like that, he's trying to shoot them when they're airborne. Pretty difficult challenge. You got about a second to get a shot off. These, as an adult fish, can reach sizes up to...
Routinely see them commonly 40, 50, 60 pounds. Some of the records I've heard coming from other states are all the way up to 90 pounds.
Now here's the really, really disturbing part of all this. Literally millions of them. And what you used to look at a school of these and just know they were shad. Every one of these is big head carp. What does that say about what's going to happen in the future?
I mean, obviously it means they're reproducing very well, very effectively down there. These are non-native species. One characteristic of a non-native species is they reproduce phenomenally well. They have no natural predators, really.
Looks like raindrops on water. And this, that's scary because what's it going to mean to our indigenous populations of plankton strainers like paddlefish? Look at these guys. Those are all big head carp. You can tell exactly what they are.
Most of Kentucky's primary sport fish species, all at some point in their lifetime, are heavily dependent upon plankton in the water column. Bass, catfish, you mentioned the paddlefish, stuff like that. When they're very small, that's what those fish are eating, is plankton. And now we are seeing a new fish species out there, multiple species out there, and there's only a finite amount of plankton in the water. And when you have all these fish vying for that, you're going to have a competitive interaction. These fish are native to big river type systems in Asia, and they're finding well adaptation to our big river systems. We don't see them in many of our smaller lakes. Obviously, the only way they could get there is to be introduced there. But we generally believe that they're probably not going to be as significant an impact to smaller standing water bodies. These fish, we think, need flowing water to complete their full life cycle.
Look at that. Look at them just wearing those bait species out. They're just getting fat and eating all the, looks like little big head carp to me. I'm telling you, it's the best practice for bow season you can get, moving targets. Of course, you don't want to shoot deer with them, but it really makes you sharpen up right there. Now today, really, we only got a shot at the gars, but it was a lot of fun. And again, it's a lot of good practice for upcoming bow season. So get ready any way you can.